Hello and welcome to the presentation of Team 2 for Entrepreneurship in the News for Entrepreneurship 398. We chose an article from BC Business's website, Small Business BC's Best Community Impact, Battistella Dolls. The link to the article is below on the slide, and presenting today will be Nicole Battistella, Kim Coulson, Eric Moore, Calvin Carlick, and myself, Steve Voysey. Battistella Dolls was founded in 2003 by Christina Platt. She's still the owner. They make handmade dolls from all natural materials with neutral facial expressions so that any emotion a child desires to imagine can be expressed. They have predominantly online sales, but they do have a storefront and a studio in Cowichan Valley. The staff is made up of approximately 34 stay-at-home moms. They have an average production of about $80 per week, and the average sale price for their doll is $250. As is often the case, this entrepreneurial journey started as a result of Christina Platt looking for something that didn't exist in the marketplace. She wanted a handmade doll with natural materials as opposed to the plastic toy dolls that were available by mass production. Inspired by Waldorf dolls that are part of the Waldorf ideology of education, Christina set about making them. She felt that all natural materials lent themselves to a doll with realness of weight and feel. They have natural antibacterial properties, and they're warm to the touch. Moreover, they absorb the smells of home, making the doll more comforting as it gets older and more broken in by the child. And she feels they're more in tune with the child's sensitive energy.
Craftsman entrepreneurs make up about 3/4 of the entrepreneurs in Canada. They find success by mastering their skill and focusing on becoming the best in their chosen industry. Christina solved the problem of finding a nice doll for her child to play with by learning how to make one exactly the way she wanted it. She takes pride in the fact that the dolls she creates are made from natural and antibacterial materials. Craftsmen are often intrinsically motivated to do the work that they choose to do. Part of this reason is that the interests that they hold tend to be in line with the work that they're doing. For Christina, the outcome of the product is the motivator. She loves the fact that the children who receive her dolls have a durable toy to play with that allows for personal and imaginative development.
Opportunity. Does Battistella demonstrate predictable customer demand and durability? Dolls have been in existence since prehistoric times, usually depicting religious figures, and are now more commonly used for play or as collectibles. Over the years, doll sales remain steady, demonstrating predictable customer demand. For Battistella, Christina took an incremental approach to her business by starting for herself, then for friends, recognizing the demand for her specific product. Is Battistella timely and in the right place? There are several trends that complement Battistela's business model. Consumers are seeking locally made items, which suit their Vancouver Island storefront and attendance at local markets. Consumers are also seeking value over price, as well as super personalization, which fits with their one-of-a-kind dolls and personal process behind the product. Lastly, information and purchasing options online, which suits their online store. Market share and social change. Battistella dolls are sold online worldwide, targeting parents or those purchasing gifts for girls under the age of 8, which is the average age in which they typically stop asking for dolls. We looked at total available market as approximately 8 million girls under the age of 8 with a family's income of 1% given the price of the dolls, bringing us to a total available market of 80,000 consumers. So while the market share can be calculated upwards of 8,000, Battistella dictates their supply and therefore their share of market. Their desire to manufacture locally by hand caps them at a supply of 80 dolls per week in which they consistently sell out. In terms of frequency, the dolls are made to last a lifetime, making it likely for a recipient to only have one. So where did the opportunity come from? Success of Battistella dolls represents a social change. The owner had a hard time finding a doll without plastic, made from natural materials, and with a neutral facial expression, demonstrating a gap in the market. Social entrepreneurship, the creation of future goods or services that benefit the natural environment. In 2006, the Salmon model was modified to reflect the true purpose of social entrepreneurship, which is to have a positive impact on human quality of life. Although this venture style does not prioritize money, it is still an important factor to the entity's survival. The social entrepreneurship framework is comprised of 3 factors that collectively equal the social value proposition. The 3 factors are people, opportunity, and capital. Enclosing everything are the external forces that influence the 3 factors, which is comprised of tax, regulations, sociocultural, macroeconomy, politics, and demographics. The social value proposition. People. In the case of Battistella Dolls, the owner Christina Platt took it upon herself to remain in her community and expand her opportunity through the people around her. For example, she arranged a socially beneficial situation by employing the underemployed stay-at-home moms. She was quoted in a recent article that says, "Especially here, because it's so rural. Financially, it's so nice for these women to have money aside from their husbands, too. It's very empowering to them." Opportunity. As mentioned previously, Christina's inability to find what she was looking for in the marketplace drove her to custom make her own. Christina's preference of natural materials reflects her need to prioritize a social good before anything else in an entrepreneurial context. Christina's opportunity was sparked by her need to promote socially conscious products. Capital. Again, with Christina's incremental approach, she did not need much capital to start. She is not driven by profit and instead derives value from sharing and giving back to her community.
Platt displayed the use of effectuation and bricolage by utilizing the resources available to her at the time to create the first Battistella doll. The effectuation principle of means, better known as the bird in hand principle, was readily apparent when she bought a German doll-making book, scrounged up the materials she needed, and even cut the wool down from an old IKEA sheepskin rug to stuff the doll because she didn't know where else to get the wool. She also used the means principle when she recruited staff from her community of stay-at-home mothers who would be interested in making some extra cash. In addition, this can be related to the partnerships principle of effectuation, better known as the crazy quilt. Her use of the affordable loss principle was observed when she communicated that she was not willing to allow the company to grow too fast to prevent the quality and meaning of her dolls from suffering. In the early years, she began making them for friends only and quickly escalated to selling them at the farmers' markets in Vancouver, moving on to craft shows. It wasn't until she moved to the Coulson Valley on Vancouver Island that she launched into the business full-time. The control and predict principle came to light when she decided to focus on activities within her control and displayed confidence that her actions would result in her desired outcome of a plastic-free handmade doll that people love.